Hey everyone, it's me. It's Jess from Capella Wellness. How are you? Good day, good morning, good evening. I'm finally getting around to the weekly. I guess I'll call it mid-weekly, but it is the new moon Sagittarius today at the time of recording this on November 23rd, 2022. So I thought I'd take some time out since practically everybody's gone from the house. So I'm gonna get right into it. I wanna wish everybody in advance a very happy Thanksgiving for those who celebrate it. Enjoy your time with family, eat some good food. I know my members, your wellness challenge for this week is very different. But anyway, if you're interested in getting a membership to see what those wellness challenges are and to get additional bonus content on my free mobile app and to meet with some amazing other people, does that make sense? Go ahead and check the description box. Sign up for a membership. You get a 14-day free trial. You got nothing to lose. And I wasn't coughing before this, but it's getting better. Anyway, guys, I'm just gonna see what comes out. Whether it's a weekly, a daily, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm gonna pull a Monology card too because it is the moon Sagittarius. So let's see what Spirit has for us. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please reveal to us for highest good. What message do we have for the collective at this time? Please and thank you. Oh, wow. We have the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. With the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, all right? So overall, a couple of things. I first got for some of you, and it's funny because the bottom of the deck for the Numerology card before I shuffle is prosperity lies ahead. That means like somebody's finances are improving. For some of you, money has been tight. You may have not had enough in the bank, or you're kind of like trying to make ends meet. For those of you who are going through this, I'm hearing Thanksgiving miracle, okay? Because something is drastically changing. There's something big happening, and there's been this energy, something big happening regardless, okay? So there's confirmation right there. Holy shit. But anyway, these are two very different energies. A lot of you guys know this, all right? There's somebody or something that's happening. God's coming in with somebody to help you with your finances, or there's like a new contract, a new business. All of a sudden your business takes off and you have all these people coming to you, buying things, asking for your services, purchasing your services, something along those lines. It's been a long time coming because some of you have been having a lot of rough moments. There could have been even illnesses with this too. It seems like for some of you, a lot of things just crashed down all at once. Could have been an illness at the same time where you didn't have enough money for something, to pay for a mortgage, to pay for rent, to pay for food, whatever this is. There's some financial hardships that I'm getting for a lot of you, and it's been a struggle, okay? And for some of you, it's been very, very low. You've been feeling very low is what I want to say, and it's causing you a lot of doubt. It's causing you a lot of confliction with, is God really there? Is there really support? And this 5 of Pentacles talks about there's always help for you, okay? Whether it's going to God, your angels, your ancestors, people, human beings who are there to support you, maybe even a church or some ministry or something like that that could support you. When we get to these low places, guys, it's up to us to get out of that. We can't be here being woe is me, pity party, oh, you know, you got to have mercy on me. Well, there is mercy, but you have to have pity on me because my situation is so dire and I just can't do anything about it. That is bullshit. You are not a victim. This is complete victim mentality that makes you think like you can't do anything. There's no power, there's no strength, there's no nothing, there's no new beginning, there's no nothing. If you have that mentality, if you're actually thinking that, then that's what your reality is going to become. So those of you who are still kind of in this energy, it's time for you to get out of that, all right? Because you have to meet God halfway when you are in this low vibrational energy. God's there to help you, but you need to go ask for the help. It's like the angels can't help you unless you ask. God's not gonna be, okay, I'm just gonna give you blessings after blessings after blessings if you're not necessarily raising your vibration to attract that and you're not asking God for that help. He's always there to help us. It's a matter of trusting in him and having the faith and allowing him to come in, because it's an ace, okay? This is God handing you the pentacle. You need to take it. All right, this energy has been coming up in some of the other zodiac readings that I did last week. You want those wishes to come true? You've got to get yourself out of this lower vibrational energy. This is not an energetic match, guys. If you're feeling very low and feeling very pity party type, it's not in alignment with this. You got to do your work to get in alignment with this. For those of you where you are pushing through, even through the struggles, it's like nothing is going right, but you're continuously counting on God, or not relying, it's trusting God, it's having faith in God. Yes, this is a difficult time. This is very, very dark. It's not very dark, it's very challenging. It's consuming a lot of things, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically perhaps, because this could be physical illness, right? It looks like you haven't been getting the support that you need. You've been pushing through with your business, you've been pushing through with your healing, and you're going at it alone, okay? 555 as I say that. You're going at it alone, but some of you, you're pushing through this. You're pushing through this regardless of all the hardships, regardless of all the difficulties and challenges. There's change coming. Some of you are coming out of the woods, because that 5, I said 555 when I was talking about this, there's a 5 here. There is change coming here. But you've got to believe in that, and you have to raise your vibration to get yourself into alignment with what's coming, because this is what is really what God has for you. For those of you who are still low, you've got to raise your vibration. For those of you who are still pushing through, even through the hardships and difficulties, there's a big blessing coming. And for some of you, your financial situation is going to take a turn for the better, and it's going to be a very big thing. It's kind of like going from 0 to 100. Your finances are really changing in a very, very positive way. It's like I'm getting something, windfall of abundance, windfall of money. Okay, somebody might even offer you a contract that's worth like $1 million or something like that. That's what I'm picking up on. That's for a smaller group of people. It's like this fresh new start is coming about, because you've been through the ringer, you've been through a lot, yet for some of you, you still maintain that happiness, okay? You knew what was ultimately fulfilling, because for those of you who've had very little financially, materially, you've lost a lot, you sacrificed a lot. This keeps coming up. It's a matter of you saying, you know what, even though I don't have those things, I know what ultimately fulfills me. This is emotional fulfillment that you find on your own, because it's the 9. There's one person here. And before you get to the 10 of Cups, you have to be in this 9 of Cups energy. So there's something about you're continuing to be in a high vibrational state. You're continuing to be happy. You're finding the things now that bring you that happiness, as opposed to the material things that once brought you that happiness. And that's what some of God wanted you to learn. And I know this is applicable to me too, because I found too much value in material things, because I did not have that happiness. I didn't find it within myself. The joy comes from within. It's not outside of ourselves. So even through those difficulties, everything that I've been through, and a lot of you know that I've had to lose a lot, I've given up a lot, I've sacrificed a lot, and it's been hard as shit. But at the end of the day, it's just the other day, I was having dinner with my grandparents, who are pushing their 90s, right? And my aunt and my other cousin, and the family haven't been around for so long. And I looked around, this is the other day, I looked around the table, and it's like, this is what this is about. That emotional fulfillment, living the good life with family, because it has nothing to do with material things. For those of you who've understood this, this is what's coming to you. There's something very huge that God is bringing your way, because you've been obedient, and you've realized that money, things, whatever, possessions have nothing to do with your happiness. It's all about what is really of value. It's all about you on the inside. So for those of you who are struggling, you've got to find those things that bring that fulfillment. It's like when I sit out here, right? I grew up in warm weather. I was born and raised in South Florida. And me coming back here is kind of reminding me of the things that I loved about being home, because it was very challenging for me in a sense when God put me back here, but it's all in the plan. And I know God was testing me, because he's like, You've left all of that behind. You have very little right now, but I'm going to test you to see if you're going to still be, if you're going to fall into the Five of Pentacles. If I'm going to be all like, woe is me, this sucks, I don't have any luck, because this talks about there's no good luck, I don't get lucky, nothing good happens to me, it's like the world sucks, whatever, why do I have to be in this situation? I could have been that when I lost practically everything. But that's not what I did, because I started to realize it was never going to fulfill me ever. And then I ended up realizing with this that there's more to life than money, than material things. And me coming here was really, really getting me to see, and I knew this before I had left Maryland. And it's very enlightening to know, like I said, sitting out here, being out in nature, because back in my other place, I didn't have this to do these videos or anything of that nature. And it fills me up, right? It's filling those cups that are behind me. And I start realizing, this is what brings me joy, I'll do more of that. This is what brings me joy, I'll do more of that. This is what brings me joy, I'll do more of that. It has nothing to do with the physical world. It's all about the emotional. Of course, you have to have that balance, but this is understanding for me that I am responsible for my abundance, for my happiness. Other people should not interfere with that. And that's what God is telling a lot of you to realize. Okay, but this is a do-over right here. It's a second chance. Okay, at life. It's going to be very different. And it looks like for some of you, somebody is coming in to help you financially, to provide support. When I look at this Morgan Greer card, I see a woman and a child. Some of you could literally be in that situation. You're a single mom with a son, a single mom with a child, and it could be multiple children, but I'm getting more strongly for a smaller group of you, a mother and one child. It could very well be a son. So there's something here where you've been wishing, praying, hoping for something, but you kept your vibration high even though this in the physical world was going on. Your wishes are coming true. Any financial difficulties, any struggles you've been dealing with materially, that's coming to an end, because God's coming in with a bang is what I just heard. He is blessing some of you significantly. But again, you've got to be in vibrational alignment in order to receive these blessings here, because it's the energetic match. Like I said, give it to God, pray about it. And even though you're still going through those challenges, those hardships, those illnesses, whatever this is for you, you have to have faith that God's going to come through. And God's coming through with the ace right here. Okay? You got to keep shining your light. And I know for a lot of this has been very hard to do. And I know for me, it's been very hard to continue with my mission work, even with all those losses that I've had, especially materially, financially. But I'm clearing the way for this. It's the same thing for you. You guys are clearing the way for this to come in. And it's huge. For some of you, it's huge because you've pushed through this. This could even be about a new home, all right? A new car, a new job, a new everything. For some of you, it's gonna be your wishes, whatever you've been hoping for, wishing for, it's going to be bigger than you could have ever imagined, okay? Because you're so that much in alignment and God's seeing what you've pushed through. He's gonna give you more than what you've asked for, okay? What God's bringing is it's a lot. I can't even articulate it because it's so much. I'm seeing like a plethora of things. It's like a bombardment of blessings here. And when I say a new home, what's after the Five of Pentacles is the Four of Wands. For some, this is union. Your person's coming back and they want to move in together. They may have purchased a home for you because there's home energy here, a house, getting married, celebrating life together. It's like you've completed a huge major milestone with pushing through this energy, and it's gonna be a life where you're gonna relax. You get to have more fun. Maybe you might even go on a vacation to celebrate all the work that you've done, because you are very deserving of it. You've kept your light on. This dims people light. For those who are spiritually strong, this has no effect on them, and it is hard. Light work is hard, guys. Nobody said this is going to be easy. So this energy has been popping up for quite some time, and it's like, because this is the highest manifestation card, your wishes are manifesting into the physical rapidly. You just got to make sure that you're not in this vibration. All right. So let's see what this new moon in Sagittarius is bringing you. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of luck. It's like Wheel of Fortune energy. So let's see what this new moon in Sag is bringing. And Jupiter is direct, if I'm not mistaken, at the time I'm recording this. Oh God. You and your loved ones are safe. The new moon in Cancer. You are good enough. The full moon in Virgo. Luck is on your side. The new moon in Sagittarius. Look, we got the new moon in Sagittarius card. And a time for healing. Balsamic moon. What I just got for some of you, you've done a lot of healing already. You've done a lot of healing, which is why all these blessings are coming. That's amazing that we got the new moon Sag card. Full moon in Taurus. See what I said with the money? Your dreams and a practical plan. Oh my God. So this was going to be longer than I thought, but you know me. If you watch me, my guys don't really like for me to have short readings, because if the message has got to get out, it's got to get out. I'm at the mercy of my team. So at the bottom of the deck, you need to balance that with taking down to earth steps towards your goals, right? It's, you have dreams, you have wishes, you have goals, but you've got to do something about it, right? You need to use the laws of attraction to draw on what you want. I swear there was nobody doing the law, and of course this happens. Okay, if you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortunes depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. Laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. Chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Because for some of you, you're like, the money thing is consuming you. God is your only source and supply. There are people who can help you get out of this lack mentality, this scarcity mindset. You got to have more of an abundant mindset. Jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity. More exercise is called for. You got to get grounded. Work through any negative feelings you've been dealing with to find a balance between being passionate and being overly intense. Money issues may come to a head at the time of the full moon in Taurus, but you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow no matter how you try. There is a change in your money situation, financial fortunes. I said we've got the luck, Jupiter energy right here. For those of you who didn't allow this to affect your vibration, the others of you, you've got to change that, right? Your dreams need a practical plan. So let's look at the new moon in Sag. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks, but be careful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the wheel of fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal a trip away that is coming up if that's something you're working to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift, even if that simply means widening your own view. A gift from God. Count your blessings. You need to laugh more. This is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Don't be narrow-minded. Start a week of practice, a gratitude practice, journaling, being grateful for what you have. Because when you are focused on what you don't have, you get more of what you don't have. This is a sign of fun, travel, exploration, and the great cosmic quest. The energy is expansive, upbeat, lucky, and divine. Nothing is set in stone, Sagittarius, and optimistic energy could attract all manner of good things if you tap into the energy of expecting the best, not the worst. Watch your mindset. Full moon in Virgo. You've got to be honest with yourself and understand why, and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humbled to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far, and drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. This is an energy of feeling very worthless, not good enough at all. Pity party. Oh, I'm not good, whatever. Life doesn't work for me. Nothing works in my favor. You got to get out of that mindset. You got to start valuing yourself and understanding your worth more. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. I talked about light work is hard. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Stop second guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. It's time to declutter your home, your office, your life. It's time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via sea salt baths and meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. There's the grounding again. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. Because some of you, your health is being affected. You are more than enough for those of you who are struggling with this. It's a matter of you taking care of you, all right? There's a value issue here. It stems a lot from what I had gone through. I had to understand my worth and be like, oh my gosh, I do all this stuff for people and I do all these things, whatever. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. That's crap. You're a child of God. You are more than enough. You got to get that wired into your brain. When you think you're not enough, guess what? You're not even thinking that you are worthy of this stuff. Financial abundance, security, a better home, a better car, whatever. Law of attraction, guys. You attract what you're vibrating at. And a lot of, for you, it stems from your own inner worth and your inner wealth, okay? Let's look at the new moon in Cancer. Oh, no, they want me to do the balsamic moon because I turned to it. The past is in the past and the bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. When one is healed, all are healed. It's time to let go of the past. You're about to turn the corner. You need more time to heal. Think about how the situation would look if everyone were healed. It's a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is today. No matter when you pull this, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself. The time to step into your creative power will come soon enough. Give yourself the time you need. Some of you are overextending yourselves to the point of depletion. Don't do that. You may be trying to do this to find value in other people, to get people to think, oh, you're so great, or you do all this for me. There's something about this mother energy, because this is a program, guys. Mothers have been programmed to think that they have to do everything for their kids, for their family, for their husbands, for their whatever. You need to take care of you first and foremost. You are ultimately responsible for this vessel that God gave you. You don't have to go above and beyond all the time, right? You don't have to prove to somebody that you are enough, because from day one, you were already more than enough. And a lot of us, especially for those who are mothers, and I'm not counting out the males either, or the fathers here, single fathers too, because I'm getting that in here too. There are single fathers who feel like they're not enough, and they even overextend themselves. Okay? especially if you're a single parent. You do not need to go through those great lengths because you and your loved ones are always safe. God's protecting you. You have to believe in that too. The new moon in Cancer. Oh, I passed it. There's a new start coming to you. There's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This could be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. I told you, for some of you, this is literally moving to a new home or something. If you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. See what I said? If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring you your heart's desire. Make sure you put family first. Okay. I'm going to say something that's a little bit contradictory to what I just said, what's in the book. From what I'm being told by my guides, I know what God told me. When you take care of yourself, you are in a better position, you are in better health to take care of other people. This does not mean that you have to put your family first all the time. Because what God has shown me is God, me, everybody else, right? If I'm not in a better position to take care of my son, how do you think my son's gonna be affected by that? Put your mask on first, like they say in the airplane when you're on a flight, right? And I remember when I first had my son, especially when I wasn't carrying him in my lap anymore, I thought to myself, shit, what if that happens? My instinct as a mother would be to put his on first. But remember, if it came to that and the oxygen levels are drastically low, a split second matters. So if I put my mask on my son first, what happens to me? And if my son is relying on me to kind of support him or whatever it is that's going on, I won't be there to do it. This is exactly what this is talking about. This does not mean that you always put them first, okay? And some of you have a complex with that, but I'm being very serious in what I'm being guided to share with you, because this is what I'm being told by my guides. And they'd say, Jess, you kind of got it backwards. You got to put your mask on first. There's a reason for that, because then you cannot help your son, your child, your family put theirs on, okay? There's such thing as healthy selfishness here. Let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for your child or children. See what I talked about, a mother and a child or something like that here? It's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time in water will bring you peace and answers. The new moon in Cancer can be a super emotional time when the moon is all about emotions and it's in Cancer. This ends up being very emotional. But the moon is happy in Cancer, right? This suggests that whatever happens next will be in your favor. It's especially positive for family matters. Okay. Did I get through everything? I did. Everybody's doing their lawn before Thanksgiving. I get it. Okay, guys. That's your message. I guess this will be like the new moon and Sag message, but you take it how it resonates, guys. It's timeless either way, okay? I'm not putting a stamp to this. Could be your weekly, could be just a perk that you needed, all right? There's new things coming, but you've got to be in vibrational alignment. You have to be taking care of yourself first. Put your mask on first, guys, okay? What else? If you didn't already know, I'm not doing YouTube videos this week. I'm totally changing it up. I'm doing something completely new. God's like, okay, Jess, we're shifting things around. So God willing, if I'm still being guided, that new change you will see next week after Thanksgiving break. If not, it will be the first week of December. They haven't really told me yet. That's how it works for me. Wow. That flew right over my head if you didn't see it. There's confirmation right there. Okay, I think you're telling me something. As I was saying, things are going to be changing on the channel. I did my last client session today, but if you still want to book a reading with me or a coaching session or whatever, go ahead and book it. You can book it for next week and I'll get you set up and everything if you want to sign up for Capella membership, okay? I'm going to be doing my live sessions again for my members next week. I won't be doing a live on YouTube this Saturday because I've already been told not to do it because I've been told to take my breaks this week. But if you want to sign up for Capella membership, I am still doing things for the members there this week. I'm putting out the daily guidance videos, but they're going to be smaller. You get a lot more bonus content. You get free access to my private app. You get to chat with me there. You get all these other bonuses, guys. So if you haven't checked those out, it's well worth the investment. Don't focus on lack mentality. God is your source and supply. If he sees you putting in money to better yourself, to get you out of this pity party energy, this lack of self-worth energy, it will boost you up, okay? I guarantee that. And it's hard, it's a bit much for me to say, but I promise you, with that investment in Capella membership, it will change things around for you. I'm very serious about my work. This is not about money for me. It's about